Hello and welcome to What's Hot. This is the show where we get into what's new, what's hot and what's trending. I'm Uncle Timothy.
And I am Lovedale. And joining us today is Jose de Cruz and Fisayo FYO. Welcome to the show, guys? Nice to have you.
Today we are talking about male grooming. Male grooming is simply the way a man takes care of himself and his body. The concept of male grooming has become increasingly visible in popular culture. It consists of skin health, eyebrow maintenance, exfoliating, body wraps, and so much more. Figures show that within the UK, the market value for male grooming has increased £100 million from 2015 to 2017. So guys, what are our thoughts? I mean, I'm gonna just apologise. My trim is not sharp, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm nice. I'm nice.
I would say male grooming is an importance. I feel like how you are dressed is how you're going to be addressed. So I do believe it is highly important because how we perceive someone is by your presentation.
Yeah.
So for me, if I'm judging you, it's on your presentation.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
know
yeah.
that your trim's on point,
Yeah.
your beard's intact,
Yeah.
you know, and as well as like your trim's on point, but I want to know that your hygiene is on point as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Do you understand
Just
what I mean?
personal.
Exactly.
And I would say like us, I think men just now it's more acceptable to like look after yourself. Like before it was all like, oh, what you put on face cream, you're a girl. It's like, I don't know why men would be like that towards each other, but now even like the football lads, I'll see them. Before it was like some guys just go in after the game, take a shower, go home. Some guys didn't even take a shower, they'll just go home. It was crazy, but now like you'll see them, they'll take it out, have a little bag. It looks like, you know, the builder thing.
Yeah.
You know, they take out and it's all opening. I've seen men, grown men, take them out, hair gel, bulb, all kinds of aftershave.
Come on.
They just care more about looking after themselves and looking after their skin, which is stranger, but I think it's nicer because I don't really think, as much as women like a rough man, they like a man maybe to look rough, but not actually be rough.
Like, you don't need to be like sandpaper skin. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's important.
I feel like black men have always taken care of themselves though.
Yeah,
It's like, do you know what I'm saying? Your mum will be like, go and buff. You're smelling bad. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like, culturally, we've been brought up, like, you have to be clean, you know, clean yourself, smell nice.
Yeah.
If you think about most African uncles, their smell game is on point. I don't know if that's the right word, but do you know what I mean?
To be honest, the point is here, sometimes they're
Overboard, isn't it? Yeah, and you know, like, getting the trim.
You be smelling him from 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, you be like,
You know, come by there.
haven't worked out, it's 5 sprays maximum.
Yeah, and even like with getting a trim, that's always been a thing. Like if I think about my brothers and that sort of thing, it's a big thing. Like I have to have my fresh trim.
Yeah.
So I think for black guys, it's, to be honest, generally it's always been a thing.
Yeah.
And other people are kind of catching up, I think.
Yeah.
But I guess where some black guys they do have this thing of maybe they don't want to go to like the spa. Some black guys,
I would say
like the manicure,
eyes,
the
yeah.
pedicure.
You'll be surprised. There's actually
Generally.
a lot of people who are going to spas and getting their toes done, especially guys getting their
Black
toes
guys.
done. Black guys,
I don't know any guys that
But
go.
what
I
they
don't
do
know
is they'll come early before we arrive. Do you understand what I
Okay,
mean?
fair
So,
enough,
but I'm seeing a lot of
if
that.
you see me getting my toes done, just keep mind your business.
My toes are terrible. They don't go unless I'm on the beach. They're hidden away all the
That's the thing.
time.
Come on, the socks and sliders.
Everything.
I know, but I rate that. I bank that.
That's an iconic look.
That's it.
But now,
Thank you.
Okay.
but now I would say this: what you said about the men thing, I would say as bad, not in a bad way, but I would say it is more white men now that have jumped on the grooming tips and stuff because they're getting more. There are more products for them. Like black men, we've kind of always known about the products because we'll have sisters and that, and our mums will force us. We've been forced to cream unless you want to go dry. So that's it. You
And
know
even then,
all
your
about-
friends force you to cream because you're dry.
And then, like, you'll know about looking after yourself, putting that hair sheen, olive oil, in your hair, combing it, waves and all that.
Yeah.
We've always been about the grooming life. I would say it's a bit extra now. It's a bit more. Like I would say the white gentleman, the other gentleman, they've taken it to a full extreme where they're getting like face masks put on and stuff like that. I don't know many black guys that are out here.
They've got getting
face
their
masks and
eyebrows
stuff.
done and things like that.
Or eyebrows threaded and stuff like this.
I used to have a barber that used to be able to thread eyebrows. I can't lie.
Did you get your eyebrows threaded?
Yeah, then one girl in college said, have you got your eyebrows threaded? I never did it again. Never in my life. I was like, what? Say no more.
As a man, you got to keep some things manly, like so. And like, not, like you don't need your eyebrows looking on fleek. You're not crazy. Like, you don't need that.
But I do think as well that part of us being I think, for example, if I think of my mum, like her big thing was because of who we are and where we are and the spaces that we are in, it's important to keep yourself looking sharp because the whole idea of like we have to work twice as hard in certain spaces anyway. Like looking presentable is huge. Like if I grow my hair out now, even just little afro, little Jackson 5, it's like my mum starts saying.
I say now because we're in COVID at the time of filming this. now that we're in COVID, it's a bit like, it's not as bad. You can get away with certain things because like that's one of the main things during this whole COVID thing. I realized like two massive things between both males that groom, like from the black community, from the white community. The white men decided to all go bald and start balding themselves off, and black men really don't like the idea of being bald. They're gonna let that stuff happen naturally, and then they're gonna be upset about it. So we all grew out our hair, and that's a prime example of myself having my hair like this now. Normally, I've always had short hair, just like Tim. I've loved having short hair, and because I couldn't see my barber because of outstanding circumstances, I don't know what happened to him, but he's been missing. I hope he's alive. I hope he's good. I hope his family's looked after.
If we can get out, if we can find Jose's barber, guys, please.
Yeah.
We're looking for him, okay?
Donate some cash towards me. I'll use that for my trims for the year, and we're good. But since then, I thought to myself, I've grown my hair now. It's been 5 months. I actually kind of like it. It's easier to maintain. And for once, I don't feel like as a black man, there's a lot of pressure off. Like having a mad afro and hair that looked what we would not deem as socially acceptable because of how our parents had raised us. For once, I could just go out like that and everyone's like, oh, it's all right, COVID, it's fine. He's probably a normal guy who's suffering from COVID. That's it. I didn't feel any more like, which was actually really nice. It was a nice feeling. So then I just thought, I'm going to do up my hair. So I did.
Yeah, but I think, like you said, I think there's still like a bit of a line for me with my guy. Like, I like a manly man. I do not want you taking longer in front of the mirror than me, longer in the bathroom than me. I'm not here for it. I am the woman. Do you know what I'm saying? So I like that thing. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to smell nice. I don't want your toenails to be cutting me. That sort of thing. But at the same time, like, can you still be the guy? That's for me. I know some people like the metrosexual, but
I was going to say, I was going to ask,
you know what I mean?
Where does the line draw? Because I don't mind a good toner.
Okay, that's fine. That's just looking after your skin. That to me is
a toner, bro. So okay, so the principle, you get a face wash, then the toner thing. You sleep like.
Okay, you lot are legends because I'm just doing the classical hot water, cold water, hot water, coconut oil, bed. That's all I've been doing. I didn't know there's toners out here.
Nah, bro, toners.
Do you know it depends though? Because obviously some guys might have skin that's easier to manage than others, I'd say. Where if guys are prone to like breaking out, acne, that sort of thing, then I understand them trying to do a bit more to just. But some guys are blessed with just nice skin, like, so they don't have to do much.
But the fact that you're even trying to even make your skin better, I think that's, for me, that's an attractiveness. But again, I don't want you to be taking longer than the usual, like getting ready in the bathroom. But I do like a guy who takes pride in his appearance.
It depends how long. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking in a rush. It might only be half an hour. I don't think it takes that long. Even with this new hair now, the only thing extra that I've got to do is spray water and spray some olive oil sheen in there. I don't think it's changed much. If anything, it might even be less because before I'll be combing my hair for time, for ages, trying to make sure things are perfect. So it's a bit.
But for some guys, it is a long process. Like if they are doing if they're doing their at-home stuff, their face masks, their toner, their cleanser, they're doing whatever they're doing to their hair, they're shaving. Like if they're doing all the works, they can be in there for a very, very long time. Like I
think for me, it's more. I try and do it morning and night, and I've tried to like have a morning routine and a night routine. And
you're very.
Hey, come on, man! Look, the reason why I'm shining, I've worked hard on this.
He's got a proper formula.
No, but you know what it is? It bookends both days, and I think even like, for example, SPF. Like as black people, like the idea of something. Me, I'm black, man. I just soak in the sun, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Raw, this sun can hurt me." Like, so it's even good to just get. Like I've been told, you should wear it every day because the sun, we soak that in. And
I'll be honest with you, I've never ever, except for one time when I went to Morocco, and that's because someone gave it to me. I was like, try this. But I've never used any SPF, any of that, and it's very confusing, the information out on the internet. Because some says you should wear it, others says you got melanin naturally, and the sun ain't gonna get that deep. But I mean, obviously, as being black people as well, I don't know many black people that will go out and be sunbathing anyway. We're not going to be in the sun for long periods of time to get affected like that. Like to get sunburnt, like which can happen. I know black people definitely get sunburnt, But to happen, you'd have to be sunbathing for ages.
Yeah.
And I don't know any black brother who's gonna be chilling in the sun.
Sunday,
True.
bro. Like, when it's sunny, we're like, bro, can we get shade?
Exactly.
I'm sweating.
Exactly.
I'm trying to be in the shade here, and maybe have the sun around there.
Yeah. Let's feel the bit of the heat.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's mad.
That's true. But I guess with like, I think it's just knowledge, right? And the knowledge for even for guys is more accessible. It's not where you're having to necessarily search it out. Even in your men's magazine, you might have certain information on your Instagram pages, on your Twitter.
Yeah.
People just share random things, so it's more accessible. So even with the SPF thing, where when we were younger we were told we don't need it,
Right.
because that kind of knowledge has increased. I guess guys have more information and trying to look after themselves a bit better.
Yeah.
And finally, guys, do you feel comfortable as a male to explore your grooming techniques? And as women, would you be comfortable with your man exploring his grooming techniques?
Yeah, but I'm comfy, man. I mean, as long as I would still say, even though I do the whole like metrosexual thing where it's just looking after yourself, I'd still say I'm extremely manly, and I don't take that long about it. I'll make sure I'll do it. It depends.
Yeah.
It does actually depend. If
Yeah.
I'm going out like on a date or something like that, and someone's waiting for me, I'm not gonna take forever and be late because I was doing some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not so far with it anyway. I don't do the face masks. I'm not gonna get my eyebrows done. I'm still at the basic cream well, look after yourself, slap on some nice cologne, like whatever you want to wear. Cologne's important.
Yeah, big time.
Because girls always tell you, you smell so nice, and you're like, yeah, no, it's the cologne. But it is what it is.
No, I get you.
So, yeah, I don't think I'll take time. I've never been to a nail place. I've always wanted to, but I'll just look after my nails myself.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea of putting my toes in someone's face for them to look after that. It just seems like torture for them. I've got footballers' feet. It's not good. The sports and the turning and kicking the ball at angles.
Yeah. Even just
wonders
rolling
for
your ankle a
toes,
couple of
ladies,
times,
I'll
that will
tell
just
you
ruin your foot. Your foot starts moving mad. More by yourself.
Yeah, again, like I like a guy who takes pride in his appearance, but more importantly, I think there's a limit.
Yeah.
As long as you're not overdoing it, and I think that's good. I think just do what's right for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just a bit of self-care, take care of
Yeah.
yourself, and that's it. You don't need to do the most.
Exactly.
I hear it. Thank you very much, guys. We need to take a short break, but when we're back, we will be talking about Selfridge's rental scheme and Lowski's recent comments on relationships.
We're also going to be playing our game of What's Hot, so make sure you don't go anywhere.